Good day, South Africa. It's going to be a cloudy, wet and cold affair this Sunday along the west coast, much of southwestern South Africa, as well as the Eastern Cape. All this thanks to this cold front that hit our shores sometime last night. Snowfalls are also forecast this Sunday over the high-lying areas of the Western Cape. Now, as the cold front continues to move eastwards, we are going to see the wet weather spilling into the westernmost parts of KwaZulu-Natal this evening. It's going to stay mostly sunny and warm, however, for much of the Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga and the bulk of KwaZulu-Natal. The South African Weather Service has issued a watch for high fire danger wherever you see that shade of amber extending from the northwest through the eastern parts of the Free State down into KwaZulu-Natal. It's going to be pretty windy over those parts of South Africa. In the meantime, here's a look at the rainfall probability map for your Sunday. We are expecting up to a 40% chance of rain and snowfalls wherever you see that light shade of blue. The darker shade of blue represents up to 60% chance of precipitation. We are expecting an even higher chance of precipitation along the southwest coastline as well as parts of the south coast. It's going to be chilly this Sunday afternoon for the western parts of the country. Look at Sutherland just making it to 5 degrees, 9 in Springbok, Cape Town and George will barely make it to 12 degrees. It's going to be slightly warmer for Port Elizabeth and Bishop. A hot one is forecast across much of KwaZulu-Natal, temperatures even reaching and exceeding 30 degrees for Pietermaritzburg and Richards Bay. Durban 29, a high of 30 is forecast for Mbombela. It's going to stay mild in Gauteng, Pretoria, peaking at 23, 21 in Johannesburg, a warm 25 for Mahikeng, and a mild 21 is forecast for Bloemfontein. Let's check on what's in store for you around the coastal areas, starting with the west coast, where poor beach conditions are forecast for your Sunday thanks to the cloudy and wet weather forecast over these coastal areas. It's also going to be cloudy and wet along the southwest coastline, so once again poor beach conditions are forecast here, and here we are expecting mostly a southwesterly airflow and the winds are going to be rather strong around Cape Agulhas. Along the south coast we are also expecting cloudy and wet weather. We are also expecting strong winds over these coastal areas, and we could see the winds gusting up to 55 kilometers per hour around Jeffreys Bay and Port Elizabeth. Lastly, along the east coast, poor beach conditions are also forecast for the Wild Coast as well as around East London. However, we are expecting nicer coastal conditions for Durban and Richards Bay, where mostly sunny skies are forecast for your Sunday. That's all from the Weather Center for now. Have a great one.